following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Base hit to right field, and the Lady Dogs take the lead. Drag button down the line. She's going to beat Saint. Fly ball deep to left field. Back it goes to the wall. It is a home run. Hit deep to left field. Back it goes to the wall. It is gone.
Lady Dawgs softball on your hometown station, WGAA, the Big Double A. This is Cedartown High School Lady Dawgs softball on the Big Double A, WGAA 1340 AM and now at 106.1 FM. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app. Let's head down to the field for today's action.
Along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter wishing you a wonderful good evening and welcome to Cedartown Lady Dogs softball. Lady Bulldogs able to take care of business in game one in 5 innings, 9-1. And here we are in game 2 and the first varsity start in the circle for Gracie Andrews. The rest of the defense is pretty much the same. We'll look around there just to make sure, but Sam Branch will tell you all about game 2. Who's got the play-by-play? Sam, take it away.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Lily Martinez will lead things off for the Hiram Hornets here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 3 of the series. Cedartown taking the first 2 out of 3, looking for the series sweep. First pitch on the way from Gracie Andrews. That one's going to be in the dirt and roll up there for ball 1. Defensively left to right, you've got Chloe Ramey, Mariah Westmoreland, Chastity Washington, third to first, Waits Boozer, Elliott, and Howe. Of course, Lexi Bennett behind the plate for the Lady Dogs. Second pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side. Going to be a chance for Elliott. She will pick up, fire over to first in time for out number 1.
A little bit of a high throw, but pulled down there easily by Bella Howe. An easy first out there. And Isabella Reyes, who was the first baseman in game 1, I imagine probably will be the same position here in game 2, will be the batter.
So 2 pitches, 1 out for Andrews, who's wearing the number 2. First pitch on the way. Missed, ball 1. Lady Dogs wearing, again, their white tops with Cedartown in red block across the front, outlined in black. Numbers on the back, red pants. That one's in there, called strike 1. The tops trimmed in red.
Now, I love the all-red.
I do.
Jerseys,
I like the all-red.
I like the white, too. I like the
Good
top
combo.
The top white. It's a very classic look for both teams.
The 1-1 on the way. Now misses ball 2. Hiram, solid gray uniforms. Purple letters, purple numbers. Hiram in script across the front. 2-1 is lifted to the right side. It's going to be a play for Chastity Washington. She'll take about 4 steps back and make the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning.
You know, I don't know if there were many fly balls in that first game. I think the only fly ball was the one base hit that was hit over the head of the shortstop, but nothing was really hit to the outfield much. So a good job there by Cedartown in game 1 with Shaylee Pittman getting the start in the circle. And so far, Gracie Andrews looking good in the circle for Cedartown.
First pitch on the way to Sophie Epperson is in there for called strike 1 over the inside part of the plate. Epperson, starting pitcher in game 1 of this twin bill. She's behind in the count now. 0-1. Andrews looks in, gets the sign for Bennett, goes into the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be upstairs, ball 1, and the count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Cartersville beats Calhoun 12-1. Final score in that non-region game.
And the pitch on the way from Andrews. An off-speed pitch, hit to the left side. Waits bobbles it, still can't find it. And that is going to be an error more than likely on Waits. And Epperson is going to reach with 2 outs in the inning.
9 times out of 10, she makes that play easily. It came between her legs, and she just wasn't able to pick it up. In fact, she bobbled it 2 or 3 times before she was able to finally get her hand on it. By that time, Epperson was at first base, and that'll bring up Greathouse.
So Greathouse comes to the plate with the runner over at first, reaching on an error and 2 outs. First pitch on the way from Andrews. That one's fouled off to the left side. Count no balls and 1 strike. Another beautiful afternoon, evening now.
75 degrees here at first pitch.
First pitch just right at 7 o'clock at the top of the hour. And the pitch from Andrews. That one's going to be outside. Ball 1, and the count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Altoona will, and I don't know why it hadn't gone final yet, 15-0 over Dalton.
Wow.
said 6th inning, but I'm sure it's probably
1-1 hit to Boozer. She will pick it up and go to second for the short round. One left on an error. 0-0 your score. We'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
bottom half of the first. Same line, very similar lineup, if not exactly the same lineup as in game one. Mariah Westmoreland will lead things off playing center field. Shaylee Pittman, the designated player, will bat second. Batting third will be the shortstop, Kinsley Boozer. In the cleanup spot, Chastity Washington, who had a 3-run home run in game one of this doubleheader. She's in right field. Lexi Bennett, the catcher, will bat fifth. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, Bella Howell. Emmeline Waits at third. Batting seventh. Batting eighth will be Avery Elliott at second. And Chloe Raven, the left fielder, batting ninth. Gracie Andrews, the pitcher. She's the flex player. And in the circle, number 24 for Hiram, that is Faith Matthews. Sam Branch to tell you about the bottom of the first.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Mariah Westmoreland will lead things off for the Lady Dogs. Matthews a long look at the wristband, and now she's ready to go. That one is lifted to the left side and foul.
One thing we don't see much in fast pitch softball is the southpaw.
That's it.
Got a left-handed pitcher there on the mound. Comes at you from a different angle.
Very interesting. Westmoreland behind in the count. No balls and one strike after the first pitch foul. Second pitch on the way. That one misses ball one low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Westmoreland had a good game in game one of this doubleheader. Couple of hits, couple runs scored. 1-1 on the way. That one misses upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count on Cedartown center fielder Mariah Westmoreland.
Region game in the 7th inning. Cass leads Southeast Whitfield 6-1. Thanks to Eric for providing those scores for us.
He had the 2-1. That one's going to be inside and then in the load in the dirt as well. So that will take the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and Westmoreland kind of had to dance to get out of the way of that one, hitting her on the feet.
So Mariah heading the count. And the look in, the 3-1 on the way. That one's going to miss. And Mariah Westmoreland will lead things off for the Lady Dogs in the bottom of the first inning with a walk after falling behind in the count 0-1.
I guarantee you she'll be off on the first pitch.
Yep. Shaylee Pittman's going to come to the mound, or come to the plate, I should say.
Well, and, you know, Matthews throwing left, but also doesn't throw very hard. And when you don't have a pitcher that throws very hard and a fast runner on base, she'll be taken off, and she is.
Pittman showed bunt, drew it back, though, and slapped it right to the pitcher. Westmoreland was off on the hit there by Pittman. Matthews able to fire over to first, though, for the first out, so they get the runner at first in Shaylee Pittman, but Mariah Westmoreland will move up to second base, and that's going to bring up Kinsley Boozer. Shortstop comes to the plate with 1 on and 1 out.
Well, in that case, we're certainly fortunate that it wasn't lined out to the pitcher, but runner in scoring position.
First pitch is foul back from Boozer. Count no balls and 1 strike.
Non-region game tomorrow here at home. Another Paulding County school, this time the OG Paulding County school. The Paulding County Patriots will be in town. Pretty good ball club from what we've been told. They've beaten the pants off of Hiram the last time they played the Lady Hornets. That one a called strike 2. 0-2 now the count to Pittman. I beg your pardon, to Boozer. And, of course, the big region matchup Thursday against Altoona. That'll be on the road in Cobb County.
The 0-2 cut on and missed, but it's dropped, so they'll fire down to first for the strike 3 throw out, and Westmoreland will advance to third base. So 2 outs in the inning, but the Lady Dogs are threatening. That'll bring up Chastity Washington. Washington will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on. Chance to put the Lady Dogs on the board here early, just like she did in game 1. Matthews will look into the dugout. Now she's going to consult the wristband. And the pitch on the way, and that was a chopper to the left side. It's going to be a play for Greathouse. She'll fire on to first, and not in time. Good hustle down the line by Chastity Washington, and the run scores. And Mariah Westmoreland and the Lady Dogs are on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Sam, just pure hustle there from Chastity Washington. She did it with power in the first game. She did it with a ground ball in her legs here in this one, able to beat out that infield single, and Cedartown with a 1-0 score.
So that'll bring up Lexi Bennett. Pitch on the way from Matthews. Runner goes. Throw down to second, and Washington is there in plenty of time. So give her credit for the single, the RBI, and now the stolen base.
And to answer the question, someone on Facebook was asking if the JV will play tomorrow, and the answer is yes, they'll play first, and then Paulding County, and then the varsity game will be the nightcap. That one missing, ball 2, 2-0.
It looks like that one missed upstairs to Cedartown's backstop, Lexi Bennett.
That is correct, isn't it, Sean? JV first, varsity after.
2-0 on the way from Matthews. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good stop there by Smith, but Washington is off to the races and slides in at third safely. Give her a credit for another stolen bag there. So Cedartown, once again, threatening now with a runner at third and 2 outs.
Cedartown in this inning, only 1 hit, but 1 run has come across. That 1 hit, of course, coming at the hands of Chastity Washington.
The 3-0 on the way. That one is upstairs, ball 4. So a good at bat there by Cedartown's freshman Lexi Bennett will put runners on the corners with 2 out. That's going to bring up Bella Howe. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in.
I think it's going to be Caden Irvin again, number 14. And it will be.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 14, Caden Irvin.
So Irvin now at first, Washington at third, and Howe will step into the plate. Now getting the start, of course, over at first base.
Got that, Coach? 14. Courtesy.
Umpire checking with the Hiram dugout to make sure they have the courtesy runner line up. Matthews consults the wristband. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. No throw down to second. And Irvin is in there safely. So Cedartown now with runners at second and third.
Pitch was upstairs for ball 1. Bella Howe in the first game today, 2 for 3 with a run scored.
The 1-0 on the way. That one's going to miss upstairs, ball 2.
Well, it looked like that Matthews was going to be out of this inning with no damage, but then Cedartown able to get some 2-out magic going here, and right now runners at the corners with 2 outs, a run is in.
Behind here, the 2-0. That one catches the outside part of the plate, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now, the count on Bella Howe. Love to see 2-out magic, whether it's in the first inning or the 9th inning. It's always exciting. The 2-1 on the way. That one's going to miss low, ball 3. So the count now 3 balls and 1 strike. A pitch away from loading them up. Again, Matthews looks at the wristband, and the pitch is on the way. That one misses well outside, ball 4. And Bella Howe trots down to first base, and there are ducks on the pond. That's going to bring up Emmeline Waits.
Batting for the Lady Dogs.
Big opportunity here for Waits to bust this one wide open early for the Lady Dogs. Bottom of the first inning. 1 run already across. Chastity Washington at third. Irvin out at second. Howe over at first. Waits in the box. First pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side, but foul.
Waits in game 1 was 1 for 3, had a single, struck out 1 time. But that was against a completely different type of pitcher that we're seeing right now.
Have a chance for a big hit for the Lady Dogs third baseman. And the pitch. That one's well outside. Ball 1, that'll even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matthews already throwing 20 pitches here in the first inning. Looks in. And the pitch. That one missed high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Right now, Allatoona and Cass are 1 and 2 in the region. Cedartown tied with Cartersville with 2 region losses. They have 1 more game played in the region than Cedartown.
That one missed well outside. Good stop there by Smith. Otherwise, had that one gotten away from her, Washington would have been off to the races.
But Cedartown only a half game behind Allatoona for first place in the region. Tight in the top 3 in the region. Top 4 really in the region.
3-1 on the way. And that one's hit to the left side and through. That's going to score 1. Irvin is going to take the turn at third. 2 runs are going to score. Emmeline Waits comes through with a big 2 RBI single. And the Lady Dogs are on top 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, that's what you call clutch hitting with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Lady Bulldogs now lead 3-0. A 2-run single. And here comes Avery Elliott now to the plate.
So Elliott will come to the plate with the runners at second and 2 outs. You got Bella Howe now out at second base and Waits over at first. That one's hit to the left side of the third baseman. She will gather and fire on to first for out number 3, but not before the Lady Dogs strike for 3. 3-0 your score. We'll head to the top of the second. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
We head now to the second inning. Cedartown with a 3-0 lead over Hiram here in Game 2 of the Twin Bill, Game 3 of the season series. Cedartown trying to sweep this season series and off to a good start here in the second inning. And Hiram will bring number 24, the pitcher, Faith Matthews, to lead off against Cedartown starting pitcher, Gracie Andrews. The first pitch is ball 1 low.
Andrews threw a similar first pitch to start the inning. Hit back in the first and then had a great inning as Matthews crushes that one to the left side, but foul.
Going back to the region standings, though, Sam, I mean, it's crazy how close they are. Hiram is in 5th place behind Cartersville with a 3-4 mark. Of course, it's going to be 3-5 now. That loss is not posted on Max Preps yet.
Pitch on the way from Andrews, and that one is fair as it gets over the head of Waits. Ramey will go over, make the play, and get it into second base, and it's going to get away from Elliott, and Matthews is off to the races, and she's in there at second after the throwing error. Ramey made the throw into second, and it just got away from Elliott, who was trying to get to the bag.
Number 16.
And so Matthews
Hazard.
with a leadoff single that turned into second base for the starting pitcher, and I think they're waiting for a courtesy runner to come in.
But going back again to, by the way, we do have a couple of final scores now. Allatoona beats Dalton 15-0, and also Cass defeats Southeast Whitfield 6-2. So those are two region finals.
Number 9.
But again, so Cass picks up a win. They go down to 7-2. Lady Bulldogs now 7-2 as well. We've yet to play Cass at all. The one time we tried to play them, it was rained out. So that's going to be a big game, I believe, next week.
Hazard to the plate, shows bunt, lays it down to the right side. Andrews will field and fire to first. And a low throw, and we can't get it. And so what should have been the first out of the inning at first has runners now on the corners with nobody out.
And as good as Andrews has been so far, that's on Andrews right there. She just she kind of tried to hurry up. I think she kind of overhand tossed instead of, that's a throw you want to underhand toss to first base, but unfortunately kind of tried to flip it over there and threw it down to the dirt, and nobody out and runners at the corners.
So that's going to bring up Smith. She's going to show bunt as well. Now she'll pull back, shows bunt again. And that is high out of the zone, ball 1.
But the top 4 in this region are separated by just a half game.
Look in by Andrews. Bunt show again. They'll lay it down. It'll be Waits. She's going to fire to first for the out. So that'll be the first out of the inning. But Butler does come around to score, and so Hiram is on the board 3-1 with one out and a runner at second base.
Yeah, you know, at that point, you just got to give up that run and get the out, and that's exactly what we did there. Good play on a good throw, and Cedartown now leads by 2, 3-1, as Hiram scores their first run of this ball game.
First pitch on the way from Andrews. That is lifted to the shortstop. It'll be Boozer. Going to be a tough play. Fires over to first, and not in time, as Morgan was able to get there safely.
I thought the throw beat her by about a half step, but the field umpire saw differently.
That was a dying duck that just landed in no man's land between Gracie Andrews out at the pitcher's circle and Kinsley Boozer, the shortstop.
And Boozer did everything she could. She came in as hard as she could, picked that ball up, threw over there, made it very close.
But it just died on her.
Yeah, it did. Well, had a lot of backspin. Once that ball hit the ground, it started to slow down, and there was just no chance, really. Much closer play than I think it could have been. But so, now runners at the corners with one out, Sam.
Right, Hiram right back in business, and that's going to bring up Parker.
We got the tying run aboard over at first now for the Lady Hornets.
So Andrews running into some trouble here in the second inning. First pitch on the way. They'll show bunt again. This one's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. Good stop there by Cedartown's backstop, Lexi Bennett.
You know, this is a very interesting strategy here by Hiram. They're bunting on every at-bat here, trying to play small ball and seeing maybe a little bit of weakness here on the infield. And we talked about how strong the infield defense has been, and really they've been pretty good. There's just been a few mistakes, and that one is going to be out of the zone as well. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Parker showed bunt again, but left that one alone as it looked like it was up in the zone. And so the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Andrews trying to battle here. Looks in, gets the sign from Bennett, and the pitch is on the way. Shows bunt. They get it down. It'll be Andrews who will field. She's going to come to 4, but they don't have third covered. They fire to third, and she is back in safely. They came home on that one instead of going to first for the out, and it's loaded the bases. Now, that does mean, though, that you have a play at any plate, and that takes away the bunt.
I don't hate that call, Sam.
I don't either.
I think you have to. That runner was halfway. She was halfway from third to home. You try to get that runner there. That's the run that matters there. You don't want that run to score to make it a 1-run game. The base is loaded, and you're right. A forced at every base now with 1 out.
So this will be Morgan, I believe. That was going to get away from Bennett, but nobody's going to advance.
And I don't know why she didn't. In fact, the third base coach is saying, listen, you got to run on that one. And she didn't. And Hazard did not take off. I don't know if she wasn't paying attention or what, but she would have scored the second Hiram run had she taken off.
We're back at the top of the order to Martinez, actually. And she is ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. 0 for 1. Pitch on the way to her. Bounced up there again. Another good stop by Bennett to keep that one in front of her. And Andrews is behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Hiram already striking for 1 run here in the top of the second. Cedartown with just a 2-run lead, 3-1. The 2-0 on the way. That one's in there, called strike 1. Good pitch there by Andrews.
Yeah, right there at the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike with the bases full and only 1 out.
Martinez back in the batter's box. Andrews, the look in, the 2-1 on the way. That one's hit to the left side, and it's going to be Waits. They'll come home for the force. Now they're going to go to third, and they're going to double her up there.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Hiram, bad base running.
Yeah, bad base running. That's all there is. You got to run on that play, because if you don't run, you're going to be out at every base. They didn't realize the bases were loaded, Sam. The play home, the play to third, double play, inning over, and only 1 run comes across. We'll head now to the bottom half of the second. Cedartown 3, Hiram 1, back after 60 seconds.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Lady Dawgs softball on your hometown station, the Big AA.
We head now to the bottom half of the second. Cedartown 3, Hiram 1. 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for Cedartown, all in that 1 inning.
Number 21, Chloe Ramey.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Hiram. Chloe Ramey will lead things off here in the home half of the second. It'll be Ramey, Westmoreland, and Pittman, and if anybody reaches, Boozer. 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup.
First pitch on the way from Matthews to Ramey is taken out of zone, ball 1. The lights are beginning to come on here at Cedartown High School.
We will need the lights in about 30 minutes.
The 1-0 on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. You know, we really should have a name for both the softball field and the baseball field. We have, of course, Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field.
Well, you know, we call the baseball field, and I'll sometimes call the softball field, too, the Dog Pound. But there is no official name for either field.
Chloe Ramey hits that one right back up the middle, and she's going to be aboard with a leadoff single. She did not have a hit in Game 1, but she starts things off here in Game 2 with a base knock, and that will take us back to the top of the order to Mariah Westmoreland. She would walk in her first plate appearance and would come around and score a run.
Well, I can think of several people as far as the baseball field goes that you might consider naming. Ken Jolly comes to mind. Longtime head coach.
First pitch on the way, misses, low, ball 1-2 Westmoreland. You're right.
Of course, Doyle Kelly was also head coach for probably, and again, I don't know, I have more knowledge of the football coaches than I do the baseball coaches, but Doyle Kelly also head coach for a while.
1-0 missed upstairs to Westmoreland. That is ball 2.
There aren't many people, though, that have done more for Lady Dogs softball, fast pitch softball, than Chris McKelvey. So I think he ought to be considered, too, if they ever were to name the field.
That one over the inside part of the plate, called strike 1. Ramey is going to swipe second base on the pitch. And the count is at 2 balls and 1 strike now on Westmoreland on a pitch that looked inside. But Matthews got the call.
Well, and here's the thing. Polk School District doesn't name buildings and fields anymore.
They do not.
And they are absolutely, completely against doing that.
Pitch on the way. That one is fouled into the right-handed batter's box, so Westmoreland will have to come back with the count even at 2-2.
Because if you ask me, the Fine Arts Building should be named the John Thomas Fine Arts Building, and the auditorium should be named the Bill Supon Auditorium.
That one is smacked to the left side, and that is going to be a play for Greathouse, who will make the squeeze for the first out of the inning. So Mariah Westmoreland down on a fly out to the shortstop, and that is going to bring up Shaylee Pittman. Well, and I think you run into a couple of problems when you start naming buildings after people or naming fields after people, because there are a lot of people that have made great contributions to different areas and aspects of Cedartown High School. First pitch on the way to Pittman is upstairs, ball one. And so if you leave somebody out, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, because I think it would also be a crime to not mention Chris Reeves in with the auditorium.
Absolutely. He was instrumental in getting that thing going, and kept it in, kept the idea of it alive. Hot shot to third base, throw on to first is not in time. Moving over to third base is Ramey.
Good hustle there by Shaylee Pittman. Like you said, the hot corner, it was hit right at Epperson, and she had to make a heck of a play and just not in time. So the Lady Dogs will have runners on the corner and one out.
But you're right, though, Sam. There are people like Chris Reeves and Tom McGarity who've been there a long time. I mean, how can if you name them after somebody, you're going to leave somebody else out.
First pitch to Boozer is called strike one over the outside of the
runner goes
plate.
Yeah, listen, Pittman just jogs to second base.
Well, it looked like she went about halfway and then stopped and then realized that the catcher wasn't going to make a throw, so she went the rest of the way. So give her the stolen bag. The 0-1 on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good stop there by Smith to keep it in front of her, and that will leave it up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, and here's another thing, too. I mean, yes, the Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field, and Doc Ayers was an outstanding coach, won her only state championship. That missing high for ball 1 ball, 1 strike. But, you can't overlook what John Hill did, from 76 to 2000, to the year 2000. I mean, he was the winningest high school football coach in Cedartown football history.
The 2-1 on the way. Called strike 2. Boozer wanted to go after that one. I think regrets that decision. But the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think something that you also have to worry about, even though you don't see it as much, or at least you don't hear about it as much. 2-2 on the way. That one misses upstairs. That's going to take the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. But you see it on a more, professional and potentially a collegiate level is you name something after somebody, and 6 years later somebody says that they did something wrong, and you have to take the name off of them.
Yeah. Cancel culture.
Yep, 3-2, miss upstairs. So Kinsley Boozer will trot down to first base with a 1-out walk, and that's going to load the bases for the Lady Dogs.
I like this situation coming up. You got Chastity Washington with the bases loaded. If she gets one she can slam, she's going to try to hit the daylights out of it.
Yep. So Washington steps into the batter's box. Bases loaded, 1 out. Lady Dogs lead 3-1. First pitch on the way from Matthews. Strike 1 called outside part of the plate.
Well, and you look at other things too, like at the Atlanta airport. Hartsfield Airport now and then they named it after Maynard Jackson. So you got you got Hartsfield Jackson, and it's confusing.
Yep.
So
the 0-1 on the way. That's a chopper to the right side. No grand slam this time, but it is going to score 1 run. It's going to score 2 runs, and Washington, with 2 RBIs, makes it a 5-1 ball game. Let's see how they will score that.
I think that's got to be a base hit, Sam.
I agree. I think it is too, Andrew.
It was a bounding ball that, nobody was there to get to it. So there's really no error that you can do. It's going to be a 2-run single, infield single, and it's a 5-1 lead for Cedartown, and here comes Lexi Bennett.
So Bennett climbs in. Runners on the corners. Washington is headed to second base. No throw down, and she's there safely, as the pitch was a strike, and the count is 0-1 on Lexi Bennett. You got Boozer at third, another speedy runner, and Washington out at second, speedy as well. Another base hit could at least plate 1. Bennett's going to try, but it is going to be a pop-up to the third baseman, Epperson, who comes in and makes the grab for out number 2.
So to put a nice little bow on that conversation,
The
the fields will not be named after anybody. We'll just call them whatever we want to call them.
That's right. I like it. Bella Howe will stand in now. 2 outs, 2 on. Pitch on the way. That one's fouled off at the plate, and Howe is behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike.
And I'll give one more thing. You know, Cedartown, all the schools in Cedartown are named after either geographic locations or the cities they're in.
0-1 on the way. That one's hit to the left side, but right at Epperson. She's going to pick it up, fire over to first base for out number 3. So the Lady Dogs will strand 2, but they'll also score 2. 5-1 is your score. We'll head to the top of the 3rd back after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Welcome back to Cedartown, the Lady Dogs softballs. We head to the top of the 3rd inning.
First pitch on the way from Gracie Andrews to Isabella Reyes, just like the other 2 in the dirt. Ball 1.
Bounce low and in.
Well, Andrews, that may just be her little deal. She's going to bounce one up there for the first pitch, and then she's going to go to work. The 1-0 on the way. In there, called. Strike 1. Good pitch there from Gracie Andrews.
You called it, Sam.
Evens up the count at 1-1.
Little trivia question. If you get it, I'm sorry you don't win a prize, but at least you get to say I'm smart. I'm smarter than everybody else.
The 1-1 is grounded to the third base side and foul.
The only school in Polk County to be named for a person, not for a location.
There you go.
And for those who are my age, you may have gone to that school.
Yep. For those of you that are my age, you did not go to that school. That one's hit to the left side, and that one is going to be through. Got just past Waits and Boozer. And so Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single.
I went to that school. I pretty much grew up at that school. My mother taught at that school. Well, I'm giving it away.
And I'm 34 for reference. So people my age and younger did not go to that school.
Well, Joseph knows what it is, but he doesn't count. He's an employee. He didn't spell it right though either.
Bunt Sean, that one's going to get away from Bennett, and Reyes is going to be up at second. And so Hiram trying to get things cooking here in the top of the 3rd. They would strike for 1 in the top of the 2nd inning and make it a 3-1 ball game before Cedartown would come back in the bottom of the 2nd and score 2 to make it a 4-run game. The 1-0 on the way. That was going to miss high and away, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Sophie Epperson, the starting third baseman for the Hiram Hornets. And the 2-0. And that one is fouled back, and that'll put a strike on the board and take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. I also think, and of course I'm a little partial to this, and my guess is you are too, but the press box at Cedartown High School football, Cedartown Memorial Stadium should be the Frank Burgess Memorial Press Box.
I agree.
The 2-1 on the way. That's lifted to the left side. It's going to be a chance for Waits in foul territory. Makes the grab. What a play there by Cedartown's Emmeline Waits. That was over her head. She had to backpedal, try to get under position quickly to make the grab, and she does for out number 1.
Number 12.
Yeah, very good play there. And, in the old press box, was named the Frank Burgess Press Box. It even had in gigantic letters
across the front of it.
Across the front of it.
Yep. Great house to the plate now. She lifts that one to center field. A play from Westmoreland, and she missed it. Misjudged it off her glove, and that's going to be an error. And we're going to have runners now at second and third.
Well, that's a rare mistake in center field. Westmoreland never, ever drops balls, and that is, 99 out of 100 times she's going to make that catch.
That was a hard-hit ball that forced Westmoreland to range to her left and just unable to make the grab. And, of course, Reyes had to hold.
4 errors for Cedartown today.
And they are going to intentionally walk Matthews. We've already seen what Hiram will do with runners in scoring position. They're not afraid to play the small ball, so we put Matthews on to load the bases, and that's going to bring up Hazard with just 1 out.
That's a very good call, because what that does, it takes out, like you were saying, you can try to bunt here, but you're going to have a force at home plate if you bunt it.
First pitch on the way from Andrews to Hazard. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good stop by Lexi Bennett. Keeps that one in front of her. So the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Again, though, Andrews is going to have to battle here. She had to battle hard in the second inning, having to battle again here in the third inning. But for a young freshman starter for this Lady Dog squad, this is a good experience for her. 1-0, cut on and miss. Strike 1.
Yeah, threw the rise ball, and she swung right through it.
And listen, that's why Andrews was brought up to this varsity squad, is because she is an arm that they can go to when they need it. The 1-1 on the way. Just missed ball 2.
And I'm guessing they're resting. They're going to put out a courtesy runner here. I'm guessing they're going to rest up Kristen Cash for the big region game on Thursday, or pitch her tomorrow and start Shayla Pittman. So, I don't know the strategy there, but this is a good opportunity to give a young pitcher some varsity experience.
The 2-1 on the way from Andrews. That one's going to be lifted to the right side. A chance for Washington. Makes the play. Gets the throw in, and absolutely no chance for anybody to tag as Chastity Washington hustles over, makes the grab, and then makes a cannon straight into Lexi Bennett.
Well, Reyes didn't even go back to tag, so even if it was a bad throw, she wasn't going to score. But what a throw in there from right field to home plate. She threw it to the third base side of home plate, so if the runner's coming in there, it was a good chance to tag her for the double play. But a great throw in, out number 2, and it's up to Smith.
Pitch on the way from Andrews to Smith. Miss ball 1. Smith with the only RBI on the night so far for the Hornets. But here she's got the bases loaded and 2 outs. Andrews looks in, and the pitch on the way. Oh, strike 1 on the outside part of the plate, and that'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Protect here. Let's protect. Be there.
The 1-1 on the way. In the dirt. Again, a good stop there by Bennett. The count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 on the way. That one's chopped to the left side. A chance for Wake. She'll tag third for out number 3, and they leave them loaded. Another good inning there for the Lady Dogs defense and the pitching performance from Gracie Andrews so far. We will go to the bottom of the third. Lady Dogs lead 5-1 back after this 60-second break.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Cedartown with a 5-1 lead. By the way, the answer to the auto owner's insurance trivia question: Perks Middle School. named after former Cedartown City Schools, not Polk County Schools, Cedartown City Schools Superintendent James E. Perks. And I know that because I was a nerd in middle school, and I did my research, and I did a little presentation video on that very subject.
Very nice. I like it.
Yes. So there you go. Information you didn't need tonight. Evelyn Waits will lead it off here in the bottom half of the third. What you came to hear was a softball game, and Sam Branch will tell you how the Lady Bulldogs are going to add to the lead here in the third.
Waits is 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. And she will lead things off to start this bottom of the third inning. Matthews still in the center circle for Hiram. First pitch on the Waits, and that is popped to Matthews, who will charge in and make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Wouldn't that be wild if Cedartown still had a city school system?
That would be.
That was what, I think that was in the 30s and 40s. They consolidated together and made one countywide school system.
So that's going to bring up Avery Elliott. Elliott comes to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Avery is 0 for 1. Pitch on the way from Matthews, and that is in there called strike 1.
Got to tip a cat to Matthews. Matthews struggling in the first inning with 3 runs, gave up a couple of runs in the second. Looking pretty sharp here in the third inning, though.
Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. And the 1-1 on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. The count's going to go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well,
2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out.
You think about the schools that are currently in existence, the ones that are now closed. They're all named after locations.
Yep.
Except for one.
Yep. The 2-1, and that one is hit to the right side, and that is going to be caught by Hazard. It looked like it might have a chance to drop in there in front of the right fielder, but it does not. Hazard comes in to make the play, and that's out too. Yeah, you're right. West side, north side, east side, Cherokee.
Well, except for Cherokee.
Right, but it's still not named after a person.
No.
Of course, you have Van Wert, Youngs Grove. First pitch on the way to Raymond gets away.
Well, and some of the ones that are closed now, Benedict, Brewster.
Lake Creek, Fish Creek.
Fights.
Yep.
Antioch.
Yep.
U Harley.
1 ball, no strike. The count on Cedartown's left fielder, Chloe Ramey, who is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Yep. That one's hit to the right side, and that one is going to be foul.
That one named after a company, not a person.
Right.
Although Goodyear was a person, but it was named after the company because it was the school for the Goodyear Village. 3rd Street.
3rd Street.
Yes, 3rd Street in Cedartown.
College Street in Cedartown.
Exactly.
Which is, of course, now the Board of
Central
Education
office, yeah.
Central Office. The 1-1 on the way. Upstairs. Ball to Cedar Hill.
Yep.
And then, of course, now just Cedartown Middle School and Rockmart Middle School. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the third inning. Cedartown High School softball and trivia night here on the Big Double A.
Yeah, apparently.
That one's up and in, ball 3. So 2 quick outs from Matthews, but she's struggling now here against Chloe Ramey, falling behind in the count.
My wife must love me because I say stuff like that all the time, and she just sits over there and listens.
Yep. We're lucky fellas, Andrew Carter.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You better believe it.
Far luckier than we deserve, that's for sure.
You got that right.
And the 3-1 on the way to Ramey. Ball 4. Chloe Ramey is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk, and that's going to turn the lineup over. And we'll head back to the top to Mariah Westmoreland. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Well, you know, that's not what they wanted. You know, in the first inning, Cedartown scored their 3 runs with 2 outs, and a good chance here for Cedartown to do the same in the home half of the third.
Well, we see Mariah try to lay down the bunt. Runner goes, hit over to first base. The first baseman, though, Reyes, is there, and she will take it to first for the unassisted out, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Lady Dogs on top, 5-1. Back after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Lady Dawgs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Number 11, Grace Morgan.
Grace Morgan will be the batter. Grace Morgan, Kylie Parker, and Lily Martinez, 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the top of the fourth inning. New pitcher, by the way, for Cedartown.
Yep, first pitch on the way, hit over to the right side and foul. It will be Kristen Cash who has come in to hopefully finish this one off for the Lady Dogs. Gracie Andrews would go 3 innings.
3 innings with 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Not bad.
Not bad in your varsity debut. Pitch on the way from Cash, and that is line right to Kinsley Boozer, who makes the grab for out number 1.
Well, that's good. You give her you give her 3 innings experience. You know, she was starting to show some not signs of tiring, but
she had dealt with a lot of adversity.
She had a lot of adversity. She had a lot of defensive mistakes behind her. She, of course, also committing one of those mistakes. But Andrews is out of there, and here we go with the senior in the circle.
So this will be Kaylee Parker. First pitch on the way to her. Called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Parker 0 for 1 on the night. Then we'll head back to the top of the order to Martinez, who is 0 for 2. 5-1 is your score. Lady Dogs lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. Pitch on the way from Cash. Called strike 2. Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. 106.1 FM, AM 1340, and of course across our social media platforms, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, as well as the NFHS Network. I've learned that I have to break that down to get it right. 0-2, swing and miss. Strike 3, and that's the first strikeout of the night. And that's 2 outs in the inning. And that'll go back to the top of the order now to Martinez, who is 0 for 2. If I try to say NFHS, a lot of times I run it together or I get it confused.
Well, it's like, for me, it's GHSA. I have to really...
Yep. NFHS.
GHSA.
Yep. First pitch on the way from Cash, and that is crushed to the left side. And that is a fair ball into the corner. Ramey will track it down, and that's going to be a 2-out double for Martinez.
Just kept it fair. It landed on the foul line, down the left field line, and it does go into the corner. Ramey did a good job getting to it and holding her to a double.
Hiram, number 2.
So that's going to bring up Isabella Reyes. She is 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, of course, y'all know I'm a Falcons fan, and I will pull for the Falcons, but another person I'm going to be pulling for is one Nicholas Jamal Chubb. He'll be making his debut for the Houston Texans this Sunday as their starting running back.
That one gets away from Bennett. So Martinez is going to move up to third. So we've got now a runner at third with 2 outs, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes on Reyes. I think we'll all be cheering for Nick.
And Cleveland, who? They're dead to me.
Do they have a football team there? That one's hit to the right side and foul back behind the visiting bleachers.
I mean, I know football is a business and you have to do what's best, whatever, but does Cleveland ever do what's best for them? What a dumpster fire.
But then again, does Jerry Jones?
True. Low and in for ball 2.
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. I'm playing fantasy football for the first time this year. I've played fantasy baseball before, but this will be my first experience with fantasy football. The 2-1 on the way from Cash. That one's hit down the right side, but off the front of the dugout of Hiram and foul. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are 10 teams in our league, and after you draft, it will project where they think you will finish based off of the points that you're expected to score. I'm a whopping 9 out of 10.
Okay.
That one's in the dirt, ball 3.
Sounds like you're doing about as good as I did with my picks last week.
And we did an auction-style draft. So you had, and I'm using air quotes here because this is not real money, you had $200 to start with. I finished the draft with $30, and now I see why. The 3-2 on the way, and that one is hit back up the middle. That's going to play to run as Kinsley Boozer not able to track that one down just out of her reach as she almost dove for that one. And that's going to take this to a 3-run ball game. 5-2 now your score. Lady Dogs still lead, though.
Well, you tip your hat to Martinez. You tip your hat to Reyes right there. I mean,
just good piece of hitting there by Reyes.
The double, and then, of course, she moved over to third on the wild pitch, and then Reyes with a single. And now it's ball game, certainly. 5-2 the score with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Epperson at the plate. First pitch to her is high and away, ball 1. Yep, so I am interested to see how this will go in my debut of fantasy football. Hiram dugout coming alive for the first time tonight. That one's going to be in the dirt inside. Ball 2, and that's 2-0 now on Epperson. And the pitch from Cash. That one's upstairs, ball 3. So now a 3-ball, no strike count with 2 outs. 1 on and 1 run already across. It's a 3-run ball game. You got to get the out here. Lexi Bennett's going to take a good time out and trot out to the center circle and have a chat with Cedartown's Kristen Cash.
Top of the second inning in Chicago at Wrigley, no score. Of course, Atlanta falling in extra innings to the Cubs yesterday on Labor Day. Listen, that.
Who?
Well, here's the thing.
There's a team in Atlanta?
Of course.
3-0 the count. That was a tough loss, though. That one in there from Cash, misses ball 4. So after a 2-out single that scored a run, Kristen Cash issues a 2-out walk, 4 straight pitches there to Epperson. And that is going to bring up Greathouse, who is 0 for 2.
I got to say, though, Wrigley Field sounded loud on TV.
I imagine so.
It sure did watching that ball game last night.
First pitch on the way from Cash. That one misses high and away. Ball 1.
Wrigley Field is on my bucket list of fields to go see a ball game.
I agree. Wrigley Field, Fenway Park. 1-0 the count. And the pitch from Cash. That one misses. Ball 2.
Yeah, Wrigley, Fenway are my top 2. Number 3 would be, I would want to see, listen, I don't like the Dodgers, but I'd love to see a game at Dodger Stadium.
2-0 the count. Just missed inside, ball 3.
And another one I'd like to see, I'd like to go to San Diego and see a game at that place. I mean, Petco Park is one of the nicest stadiums in professional baseball.
I'd like to go to Camden Yards.
PNC Park in Pittsburgh.
PNC Park, absolutely. The 3-0 on the way. Call, strike 1. I'll tell you one place I could care less about seeing a play.
New York.
Yes, and?
Washington.
And? Citizens Bank Park.
Oh, the bank? Yeah. Who cares?
Of the nastiest fan base in any sport ever. Fouled off by Greathouse. And the count's now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I wouldn't mind going to see the Braves play at Miami, and the only reason I say that now that's an ugly stadium, but man, that's a beautiful place to go. So I wouldn't mind going there. I've been to the Trop, and that's a trashy stadium. I got to tell you, that's a trashy stadium in a trashy neighborhood.
The payoff pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3 from Kristen Cash will leave 2 runners on. Hiram does strike for 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Cedartown leads 5-2. Back after this 60-second break here on the Big AA.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021. Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember, Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated good neighbor pharmacy.
Lady Dawgs softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cedartown leading 5-2. 5 runs on 5 hits. 4 errors for Cedartown this game. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. So Hiram and Cedartown even up in the hit department, but leading 5-2 in the run department.
Number 3, Shaylee Pittman.
2, 3, and 4 due up. Shaylee Pittman, Kinsley Boozer, and Chastity Washington in this ball game. And Pittman is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Still in the circle for them will be Faith Matthews.
First pitch on the way to Pittman is lifted to the right side, and that one is going to drop in no man's land. Pittman's going to round first, and she is going to be in at second with a leadoff double.
Listen, Sam, that ball landed. It landed in fair territory and then took a hop.
It took a hard right turn.
It was like right flank hut, and it went to the right.
Yep. Lady Dogs, number 5.
So that is going to put Pittman at second base to lead off this bottom of the fourth inning, and that'll bring up Kinsley Boozer.
For those who weren't in marching band, that means you turn immediately 90 degrees right.
Boozer 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. Now, these are not baseball stadiums, but I would also like to see a game at Lambeau Field.
I would, yes.
In the snow, in December.
No, not me.
I would.
No,
I absolutely do. The 1-0 on the way. That one is outside, ball 2.
Well, in that case, why don't you go see one in Buffalo?
I could go there.
in February.
I would also like to go see a game at Notre Dame.
Yes.
Just a historic
I'd love to go to the Rose Bowl.
I think the Rose Bowl would be cool. Chopper to the left side. Chance for the third baseman will fire to first and in time. So Boozer is retired at first, but Pittman will advance to third on the ground out. Cedartown has a runner in scoring position with just 1 out.
Rose Bowl. I'd love to see one there. I would love to see one in
Chastity Washington.
as far as NFL stadiums go, Soldier Field.
I agree, Soldier Field.
I mean, they hate it in Chicago, but that's a historic stadium.
First pitch on the way to Washington, drilled to the left side for foul. I got real excited for half a second.
Yeah. College, I've been to Auburn.
Yep.
I've been to Georgia.
Yeah.
I've been to Ole Miss. I've been to Mississippi State.
I think a night game at Neyland Stadium.
I've been to Grant Park or Grant Stadium in Atlanta.
I think
Georgia Tech.
I think Neyland would be cool at night. A Tennessee game. 5-2 your score. Pitch in is knocked over to the left side. Cedartown with a 3-run lead here at the bottom of the fourth inning. Washington's trying to add to it, but she's in the hole 0-2 here, Andrew. And I want to see Washington bust another one. I told Coach Josh Smith, he came up during the break between games. I said, I missed all her home runs. I need her to hit one here in game 2. He said, well, she might.
We'll see.
Up it up.
The 0-2 on the way here. That one's going to be well upstairs. Any Big Ten stadiums? The Horseshoe at Ohio State?
I mean, if Ohio State's not playing.
True. True.
I mean, seriously. I give our associate pastor at our church at Rockmart First a lot of grief. He's a Buckeye fan, originally from Ohio.
That's
so
unfortunate.
I don't hold that against him, though.
1-2, misses in the dirt, ball 2.
But, Michigan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they are the winningest college football program.
I wouldn't mind seeing a game at the Cotton Bowl, Texas versus Oklahoma.
Yeah, the Red River rivalry.
Say that 5 times fast.
Can't do it. 2-2 on the way. Lifted to the right side and out of play foul. I can't even say it 1 time fast.
No, me neither.
I think it would be neat to go to Oxford and go to the Grove and not necessarily to see a game in Ole Miss, but just to experience the pregame,
well,
the
let me tell
tailgating.
you, that is something else.
The 2-2 is hit to the left side, and that is going to be down in front of the center fielder, Martinez. And Washington is going to be in there with a double and an RBI, and the Lady Dogs put another one on the board here in the fourth inning, 6-2. And Chastity Washington continuing to pour it on for the Lady Dogs.
A hustle double there for Chastity.
That's going to be her 4th RBI of game 2.
Well, she had 4 RBIs in game 1, 4 RBIs. So she's got 8 RBIs so far today. She's been an RBI machine and probably leads in that department now for the Lady Bulldogs.
Pitch on the way to Lexi Bennett, gets away from the catcher, and Washington is going to go down to 3rd, and she'll be in there safely on the slide. So Washington now 1 base closer, and a base hit from Lexi Bennett could make this one a 7-2 lead for the Lady Dogs. Pitch on the way, and that one is fouled back, and that'll even at the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I think it would be neat to go to a game at Iowa just to see them all turn around and do the wave to the Children's Hospital that's in the background. I think that would be neat.
I wouldn't mind seeing a game at App State.
I agree. Boone, North Carolina. The 1-1 on the way to Bennett. That one's hit to the right side. It's going to be Reyes who will take it first for the out, and Washington comes home. And it is a 7-2 ball game. Lady Dogs lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Bennett will get credit for the RBI.
For the Lady Dogs,
And that's going to bring up Bella Howell.
Bella Howell.
So she comes to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs.
But I'm looking forward to seeing football at Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field on Friday night.
I am too.
For senior night. Cedartown versus Pepperell, a storied rivalry there.
Howell lifts that one to center field, and it's going to be a play for Martinez for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before the Lady Dogs are able to strike for 2 more runs. It is a 7-2 ball game. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Back after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
We head now to the top of the 5th inning. Cedartown a 7-2 lead over the Hiram Lady Hornets. Cedartown trying to sweep the season series.
And the Hiram, number 24, Faith.
We already won game 1 today in 5 innings. Number 24, the starting pitcher, will lead things off. It'll be Faith Matthews, followed by Kirsten Hazard and Smith.
Pitch on the way from Kristen Cash. Lifted out of play back behind us and foul. Oh.
Hit somebody or hit something.
It hurt.
Hopefully it wasn't the Big Double A wagon. It's a little close. Park's a little closer this time on the grass. So thankfully we have good insurance.
No balls, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way from Cash, and that one is poked to the left side, but foul. And the count now, no balls and 2 strikes.
Let's go. Come on.
You know, another place I think would just be miserable to see.
Where?
The Carrier Dome.
Oh, yes.
Syracuse. Swing and miss, strike 3. Kristen Cash has Faith Matthews down on 3 straight pitches. And that's going to be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Hazard.
Kirsten Hazard.
I've seen the FCS National Championship game at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas. That is not a fun place to see a game, especially in January.
Pitch on the way, and they're called strike 1 if I remember correctly. I think you almost froze at that game.
It was,
right?
well, I mean, kickoff was at 11 o'clock Central Time, and it was 27 degrees outside.
No, thank you. And the 0-1 on the way to Hazard. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
It was misery. Now, North Dakota State, who was in the national championship for years and probably still is, they have a dome stadium up in North Dakota.
That one's hit to the right side, and that one's going to be through for a base hit for Hazard.
That's a place I would not want to go.
Bella Howe almost was able to make the play over the first one, just out of her reach. And so that's going to bring up Smith. Smith will come to the plate with with runner on first with one out.
Now, I know several people that went to Bristol to see the Braves Cincinnati game.
And that was also miserable.
And it was absolute misery because of the rain. And they ran out of food.
Pitch on the way from Cash. That one is going to be lifted to the right side. It's going to be a chance for Washington. She'll come in and make the can of corn grab for out number 2.
We got 2, right on 1.
Out of Hiram, number 11, Grace Morgan.
That'll bring up Grace Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 2 here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Comes to the plate with the runner still over at first in Hazard with 2 outs. Cedartown with a 5-run lead here at the top of the 5th. 7-2 is your score. First pitch on the way from Kristen Cash, who came in relief of Gracie Andrews. Misses upstairs, ball 1.
And I've been to games at the Georgia Dome before, and I never was really a fan of the Georgia Dome. Especially if you're sitting up high. You felt like you're a million miles away, and felt like you're in a big conference room up there with seats.
1-0, fouled back, and that'll leave it up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
I've been to one game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and that was the year Rockmart played the state championship. The first year they played the state championship there. And that's a great place. That's a really great place.
And the 1-1 is on the way, and that's hit to the left side. It'll be Emmeline Waits who will gather and fire over to first for out number 3. Hiram strands 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 7-2 still your score. Back after this 60-second break.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Lady Dogs lead by 5, 7-2. A chance maybe to walk it off in this inning. We'll start with Emmeline Waits, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Waits, Elliott, and Ramey. If anybody gets on, it'll flip back to the top of the order with Westmoreland. Waits 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored with 2 RBIs on her card.
Faith Matthews still out on the center circle for the Hiram Hornets, and she will look in, get the sign, and the first pitch is on the way to Waits, and that one misses low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
If you can score 3 runs in this inning, it's over.
That one misses upstairs, ball 2. Get out of there by Waits. Being patient at the plate here, leading things off in this bottom of the 5th inning.
Cedartown scored 3 in the first inning, 2 in the second, did not score in the third, added 2 in the fourth.
Pitch, that one is in the dirt. Ball 3. So far, a good way to start things off for this Lady Dog squad. Matthews making some adjustments to the dirt in front of the rubber. She has to toe out in the center circle. And the 3-0 on the way to Waits. That one's ball 4. Missed upstairs. And Waits is aboard with a leadoff walk, and that will bring up Avery Elliott. And we are going to have a pinch runner come in for Emmeline Waits. We'll wait to see who it is. Coach Smith coming over to talk to home plate umpire. and he is going to send in Emma Warren. So Emma will grab a helmet. And we're just waiting on her to come out of the dugout. And there we go. There's the change. So Warren will trot out to first base.
Emma Warren.
So Avery Elliott at the plate. Emma Warren, the pinch runner for Emmeline Waits, over at first. Nobody out. 7-2 your score. Matthews will check the wristband. And the pitch. That one is lifted to the right side, and that is going to drop in fair. Right in front of Hazard. Just a baby blooper out to the right side, and it dropped in.
Well,
and Elliott's aboard.
Well, Emmeline Waits there, running for Emmeline Waits, Emma Warren, smart base running. She had to wait to make sure it wasn't going to get caught, but as soon as she saw that it was down, she zoomed over to second base and got there in plenty of time.
So that's going to bring up Chloe Ramey. Ramey with runners on at first and second, nobody out. First pitch swing and a miss there for the Lady Dogs left fielder. Hear a lot of cheering coming for that Cedartown dugout. And the pitch. That one missed upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Again, Matthews gets the call, and the pitch is on the way. A chopper up the middle. That one is going to plate one. I don't think, was that a chopper or did she just get it off the tee?
It was a sinking line drive.
Okay. It almost looked like it just came out so low, it almost looked like it was a chopper right there in front of the plate, but there's no way it would have been with as much as it carried. So like you said, Andrew, the sinking line drive plates 1 run for Chloe Ramey, and she's got an RBI single, and it's 8-2, and we go to the top of the order to Mariah Westmoreland.
Now you got the winning run at first.
Westmoreland 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. She's going to try to get the bunt down, and it is foul, so everybody will have to go back. Good idea there from Westmoreland. Just got to execute here.
Man, it feels nice right now outside. 73 degrees. We started.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, game 1 it was 79, 73 now with the sun down. The temperature's dropping pretty quickly.
0-1 missed badly, high and away, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sam and I will be back with you tomorrow for Cedartown versus Paulding County.
1-1 bunt again. This time she's going to get it down the third base side, and they're going to pick it up, fire over to first, but not nearly in time. Smith probably should have let that one go to see if it would go foul, but it did not. And so the bases will be loaded for Cedartown. Shaylee Pittman with nobody out, 1 run already across.
Well, Pittman with a single with a base hit in the outfield can win the game right here with a 2-run single. Nobody out. Winning run at second base. Bases full. Big chance here for Shaylee Pittman, the DP.
First pitch on the way. Strike 1 over the outside part of the plate. Pittman climbs in. Ready to go. The 0-1 on the way. That one is lifted to center field. It's going to be a play for Martinez. She'll make the grab. Tagging at third is Elliott. The throw in. She's in there safely. Everybody else is going to advance on the throw in to home. And it is a 9-2 game with the winning run now at third base. It'll be Kinsley Boozer. A chance to win it here for the Lady Dogs in the bottom of the 5th.
Base hit, fly ball to the outfield, anything like that would do it.
Boozer in the box. Pitch on the way from Matthews. In the dirt. Ball 1.
Chloe Ramey over at that third. Fell down, and then she kind of crawled on all fours back to third base. And she gets a pretty good laugh about it.
No harm, no foul on that one. 1 ball, no strikes to count for Boozer. Pitch on the way from Matthews. That's hit right back up the middle. And that is going to win the ball game for the Lady Dogs. The run scores from third, and that makes it 10-2. And that should be the ball game. Yep, and that is. So the Lady Dogs complete the sweep of the Hiram Hornets. They win game 2 by a final score of 10-2. Final line. Hiram, 2 runs, 6 hit, no errors. Cedartown Lady Dogs, 10 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors. Chastity Washington finishes the night going a perfect 3 for 3 from the plate with 4 RBIs, 8 RBIs on the night as she had 4 in game 1. What a game and what a series for this Lady Dog squad as they will now sweep the Hiram Hornets and get ready to move on to non-region play tomorrow as the Lady Dogs play host to the Paulding County Patriots here at CHS.
Well, it was a good night for the Lady Bulldogs for Cedartown softball. They have won 5 straight games after sweeping this doubleheader and the season series with the Hiram Lady Hornets. 7 o'clock or so, we'll be on the air with you tomorrow for Cedartown softball as the Lady Bulldogs take on Paulding County. Thursday, we'll hit the road to take on the Altoona Lady Buccaneers in a humongous region game on Thursday. And then, of course, on Friday, we've got our final non-region matchup for football this year. Cedartown hosting the Pepperell Dragons, those Pepperell Dragons coming to town. And, of course, we'll have all those games for you right here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. For Joseph back at the radio station, keeping us on the air, for my broadcast partner over here, Sam Branch, Andrew Carter, wishing you good night and God bless here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Your final score in Game 2 of the doubleheader. In 5, Cedartown wins 10-2 over the Hiram Hornets. Good night, everybody.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA.